The chubby boy opened a box of pancakes. Stanley could only swallow his saliva secretly, then walk into the bathroom, drink tap water to satisfy his hunger. But he still felt very hungry. He asked his classmate for a glass of water. "Keep drinking." His classmate asked him why he didn't bring lunch. He lied, saying that his parents had left the city. Every time lunchtime arrives, he just stood alone by the roadside. All the classmates are very kind. They are willing to share food with Stanley. That day, the chubby boy wanted to give him a pancake, but a fly swatter stopped him. Is their teacher. The teacher kicked him out of the classroom. Then, the teacher actually ate that pancake. Since then, the teacher always ate the students' meals. Everyone becomes silent. One day, the teacher walked into the classroom excitedly, but he found that all the lunch boxes were empty. He was very angry and shifted the blame onto Stanley, because he is the only one who has no food to eat. Stanley felt very ashamed. His self-esteem was severely trampled upon. To ensure that Stanley can have something to eat, the students came up with a solution. The next day, as soon as the class was over, the teacher noticed that all the students had disappeared. He hurried out to look for them, but no one knew where they had gone. Meanwhile, kids were happily eating on the roof, but the teacher eventually found them. He blamed everything on Stanley and told him, if Stanley didn't have a bento, he wouldn't have come to school. Since then, Stanley really hasn't come to class anymore. Everyone's mood is very low. They drew ugly cartoons to express their dissatisfaction. A few days later, Stanley showed up in the teacher's office. He took out an old lunchbox, whispered to ask, can he come back? The teacher was silent for a while. Take off your glasses. At that moment, he saw the teacher's guilt. In the end, this teacher never showed up at school again. In reality, Stanley had no home. His parents were dead. He was just working part-time in a restaurant. The boss here often scolds him, and even beats him. At night, he slept on the dining table. He would light a small candle in front of his parents' pictures, then wish they could bless Stanley. When he slept, he often dreamed of sharing delicious food with his classmates. This is just his little wish. Do you think the teacher did right? Please leave a comment.